Welcome to Distortions. I'm Jen Tilley. Today we will be discussing topics of the origins of band names. Let's get this party started, right? Here are some origins that we found particularly interesting. It was rumored that Alice in Chains were named after a lost episode of The Brady Bunch. I always wondered what Sam and Alice were up to at the butcher shop. Belle and Sebastian were named after a French television series from the early 70s, basically about a boy and his dog. The dog was a St. Bernard and her name was Belle. Belle was euthanized after she injured a child. The New York Dolls have always maintained that they named themselves after the New York Dolls Hospital, a place in New York that repaired children's toys. The Black Crowes initially named themselves Mr. Crow's Garden after a children's book of the same title. They used that name until signing with Deaf American Records in 1989, renaming the band after recommendation by a producer. According to the NoFX website, Fat Mike reported that the band's name was inspired by a comment he made regarding a band he particularly disliked called Negative FX. He had expressed his wish for No FX. Mike indicated that the name just stuck as there seemed to be a lot of gimmicky bands around at the time they were seeking a name. He concluded that the name No FX meant that they were against that stuff. The Misfits were named after a 1961 film starring Clark Gable and Marilyn Monroe. Punk band Fugazi's name is rumored by some to be Italian slang for up and was used by various World War II armies. The name is also rumored to have been derived from Vietnam War slang and an acronym for the phrase up, got in an ambush, and zipped in. Evidently, Pixies guitarist Joey Santiago was learning English and noticed the word in a dictionary. The band thought it would be ironic to have a big guy like Frank Black fronting a band called the Pixies. A band member of the Velvet Underground inadvertently discovered the name of that band when he found an S&M book of that same name on a New York sidewalk. There are two stories behind the band name Modest Mouse. The first theory is that the name is derived from part of a phrase practiced by people with speech impediments and subsequently a reference to the lead singer's lisp. The second popular theory is that the name was inspired by music composer Modest Mussorgsky. That's all for now. See you all next time as we have The Remedy on Distortions.